Hello, it's Diane, and I'm going to show you how I colored these muslin pieces. I'm going to make pockets out of them for my owl journals. So I made these colored pieces out of muslin and distress inks, the Ranger Distress Inks by Tim Holtz. So I'm going to show you how this was done. I saw something on Pinterest where they used the little squares of distress inks. I don't have the little squares. I think it would probably be better with the little squares because you get a smaller stripe. So here's one. I tried to use the colors I was using for my journal, which is mostly green and brown, a little bit of blue, but this green right here is from the Distress Oxide, which is more vibrant. So I think it would have been better with a paler color, but the color goes right through, so you can actually flip it over and use the reverse side if you wanted it to be a little more muted. So there's that one. Here's another piece. This one looks more foresty to me. And then I tried it without doing stripes. I kind of just swirled my ink pads with different colors. This will not be in my owl journal. I just wanted to play around. And this one might go in my Halloween journals, which are going to be coming up next after the owl journals. And then this one I thought was real pretty. I don't know what I'll use that for. Maybe in a fairy journal or something. And again, I didn't use strips of color. I swirled the color around. And then this is a smaller piece that I made, and I stamped on it, which these will be stamped on also. And I used these old Stampin' Up. This is 1995, and this one's 1994. But these are to make plaids. I'm not sure which ones I used. I used this one. But anyway, I don't know where the other one went. So I just stamped this one way and then stamped the other one that had these two lines this way, and it makes a plaid very, very quickly and easily. So I thought that was cute. So let me just show you how we get the color. And I'm only going to do a small piece because I messed my hands up. Look, there's still ink there. I stained my hands pretty badly, and now there's glue added to them. And I have to go this afternoon and teach an after-school program thing at my church, and I don't want to have very, very, very inky fingers, but I probably will. Because as you run your ink pads down, your fingers brush on the cloth and you get ink on your fingers. So I'm going to go with the colors for the owl books, and I'm using distress ink, not distress oxides. I have fossilized amber, vintage photo, and maybe forest moss I'll use. And I'm going to make my stripes go this way. So you just take your ink pad and just drag it on your fabric. So if you had the smaller cubes, then you would get smaller stripes. And these are going to be small pieces of fabric. It'll be cut small enough to be a pocket, so it might be better to have a smaller cube so you can get smaller pieces of color and more colors. And with the Distress Oxides, I ran into a problem. I was going to do one of them with just Distress Oxides. I don't remember which one it was. But the color is so rich, and I don't know, it's a different texture. And when I did one ink pad and then the next one, then the color got onto the second one. Onto the ink pad, which I definitely did not want. So I would recommend getting a foam sponge or something. I'm going to get some makeup sponges so I can do this. I do have a couple. I don't have very many, which I was going to use these for this demonstration, but I forgot. So I've got the color down, and now I want a little bit of demarcation here. You can see on this one that there's a darker line in between. So I think I will use where is it? Walnut stain. Just use my walnut stain. I'm just going to use the edge of it and just kind of go down the middle. It doesn't show up a whole lot now, but it will in a minute, I think. Then you take a bottle of water and spritz. And that helps the colors blend together. And you can even pick it up and let it run if you want to. And then let it dry. See, it washed it out quite a bit. Faded it out. It faded it out more than it did yesterday, it seems like. Because that's pretty light, but that's good. I like it this way. So I'm just going to put this on a piece of paper on the floor and let it dry. So I thought maybe I would do some stamping on these, but I don't even know what stamps I want to use. I didn't get any stamps out to prepare for this. Whoops. I'm sorry. My tripod is right next to me. I won't do these because I'm not going to use these in this journal yet. Maybe we'll try this crackle because it kind of looks like tree bark. This is an old Stampin' Up! Stamp also, and I took it off of the block that it came on. I had to peel this off the back of the block and then re-stick it on because I wanted to use it for art journaling where I could kind of fold it and apply it the way I wanted to. I'm going to use my Stays On Timber Brown. Look at my fingers. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. I'm sure the pocket won't be... Well, that might be enough to make 2 pockets out of, so maybe I will finish stamping it. Well, now I've got brown ink. Stays On brown ink on me. Maybe I should wear gloves when I teach the kids today. Maybe I should wear gloves when I do this. Okay, now I'll probably dress it up more when I decide where it's going to be in my journal. But I'm thinking I want to stamp maybe these owls on some coffee dyed muslin, and then I can stitch them to the pocket. I thought if I made all of my pockets and tags and tuck spots ahead of time instead of during the journal making process, then I can clean up the mess from all of that, and then I won't have such a mess while I'm making the journals. Might still be a little bigger than I want it to be. I don't have a lot of owl stamps. So let's say this is let's make it a little shorter. Maybe this is the size of the pocket. Put that on there. Sew it on with brown thread. And maybe have some trim or something on there. That'll make a cute pocket. So that's actually 2 fabric pockets, because I made that other fabric pocket. But I like that. While I'm well, you don't have to watch me do all of that. I was going to say I'll stamp some more owls, but let's just stamp some more. And like I showed you before, there's a plaid, and I could add more embellishment to that. Like, let's do it. Let's do this on it. I'll use my black stays on for this one. That looks cool. Fun. And I brought over some more of these line type of things just to show you. I'm gonna do some stamping on, well, I don't know if I want this for that. I was thinking on the ones that have the stripes to kind of go down the center. Yeah, we can try it on this one. Well, that shows up nice. I don't have my paper down underneath my, or on top of my craft mat, so I'm stamping all over it. But this is my nasty, messy craft mat, so it's okay. And you could do some other stamping on it randomly if you wanted to or whatever, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. You get the idea of how you can decorate muslin to suit your project. And it's really fun, and it doesn't take very long. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I don't know what else I'm going to be doing today on video, if anything, but maybe I'll make some tuck spots. So anyway, I'm going to be busy today creating, and I hope you guys have a crafty day. Bye-bye.